Good morning. So how are you? This is Sujan Ghosh. So today we are going to discuss William Shakespeare and his sonnet Nong 18. So let's talk about William Shakespeare's personal life. So friend, William Shakespeare was born on 23rd April in 1564 and he died on the same day, that is 23rd April and in 1616. So it's his birthday and his death day, both are same, that is 23rd April. The year is different but the day is same, 23rd April, and this day is celebrated World Book Day. So friend, let's talk about his parents. His father name was John Shakespeare and his mother was Mary Arden, and Shakespeare was born at the bank of the river Avon at Staffordshire in the country of the Warwickshires. That's why Shakespeare has been called the bird of Avon or the swan of Avon. Bird means the writers bird, B-E-R-D, bird. Notice the bird or the flying bird, it is the different meaning. Bird spelling is different, B-A-R-D, bird of Avon. Let's talk about his work, his education. First is education. Shakespeare was educated at the Staffordshire Grammar School, and he has little knowledge of Latin and Greek, and his later critics, that is Ben Jonson, said Shakespeare knew small Latin and less Greek. So friend, let's talk about his work. Shakespeare in his whole life has written 37 plays and 154 sonnets. Apart from this, he has written 2 long poems. The one is the Venus and Adonis in 1593, the publication date, and next is the Rape of Lucre, 1594. So friend, let's talk about his plays. His plays, 37 plays, where some famous comedies and tragedies has in 37 plays. His some famous tragedies are Othello, Macbeth, Hamlet and King Lear. This is the 4 greatest tragedies it has written by Shakespeare, and his 5 or 6 famous comedies are Twelfth Night, The Tempest, A Midsummer Night's Dream, As You Like It, and many others. And all his 37 plays was published in the first folio by Hemming and Condell in 1623, and his sonnets, 154 sonnet, was published by Thomas Thorpe in 1609. Friend, let's talk about sonnet. Shakespeare in his whole life, I have already told you, written 154 sonnets. Among 154 sonnet, 1 to 126 sonnet he dedicated to his fair friend, his name William Herbert or Henry Rio Tresley, the 3rd Earl of Southampton. And his next 127 to 152 sonnets, the next 26 sonnet he dedicated the Dark Lady, whose name may be Mary Fitton or any others, but the lady was dark. You have to remember. The next 153 or 154, the last two sonnets, that is 153 to 154, these 2 sonnets he dedicated the Cupid, the Roman god of love. So friend, let's talk about here what is sonnet. A sonnet is a 14-line poem written in iambic pentameter lines. So the sonnet was first written in Italy by Petrarch in 14th century. So what is the meaning of the word sonnet? Sonnet means a small or little sound, that is called sonnet. In 14th century it has a meaning, a small sound or little song. And that's why sonnet has been divided into 2 parts. It was invented, that is in Italy by Petrarch. That's why this sonnet has been called the Petrarchan sonnet, Italian sonnet. Now it came with the hand of Thomas Watt in England, and that's why this sonnet has been called English sonnet, and Shakespeare made it perfect. So friend, So friend, the sonnet has two kinds. The first is Petrarchan and the next is English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. Shakespeare made it perfect. That's why it's been called Shakespearean sonnet. And sonnet, and friend, that is quite different from Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet. If you read the Petrarchan sonnet, the sonnet actually the 14 lines. The Petrarchan sonnet is divided into two parts. The first 8 line is called octave, and the remaining 6 line is called sextet, and it has a different rhyme scheme. The octave rhyme scheme is ABBA, ABBA, and sextet rhyme scheme is CDE, CDE. But friend, if you read the Shakespearean sonnet, you can find the structure is quite different from Petrarchan sonnet to Shakespearean sonnet. Shakespearean sonnet has 3 quatrain and 1 concluding couplet, and it has the different rhyme scheme. You know, I have already told you the Petrarchan sonnet rhyming scheme is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. But Shakespearean sonnet has 3 quatrain, and each quatrain has different rhyme scheme, and it has 1 concluding couplet. The quatrains rhyming scheme is, the 3 quatrains rhyming scheme is AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and the concluding couplets rhyming scheme is GG. So this is, so friend, this is a quite different, or if you have some knowledge of the sonnets, how many kinds of sonnets we have the 2 kinds of sonnet. The first is Petrarchan and the Shakespearean sonnets. So let's talk about the Shakespearean sonnets. So friend, Shakespeare's, and in the next video we must tell you the Shakespearean, or I will tell you the Shakespearean sonnet, and it is a rhyming scheme, and we explain, and sorry friend, I explain line by line, so that it is and line by line, so I know you will have better understood. So thank you, stay tuned, stay with me. Good morning.